What's going on, everyone? Today we are taking a look at a new projector from AAXA. This is the P7 Plus LE portable projector. Taking a look at the specs, this has a 1080p resolution with 550 anti-lumens, built-in Android with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, a rechargeable battery that will last up to 2.5 hours, built-in speakers, and is very lightweight at only 1.17 pounds. Taking a look inside the box, you get the manual, your remote control, AC charging adapter, which has one of these barrel connectors at the end of it, a very cool little tripod. It kind of looks like little alien legs. And then last but not least, you have the actual projector itself. Taking a look at the projector itself, this is definitely a very small projector. Looking at the dimensions, this is only 3.8 inches all around with a depth of 2.25 inches. Typically, most projectors that are considered portable really aren't that portable, but this one, you could easily throw this into your book bag and barely even notice it's there. Just so you have a sense of scale, here's a Pepsi can and here's the projector. As you can see, very, very small and portable. So taking a look at the top of the projector, this is where you have all your buttons to control the projector. You only have your lens in the front, two fans here at the side, then your speakers in the back. Then taking a look at the ports in the back, you have your charging port, your HDMI video in, a USB port, and the other side you got some more ports. So over here you have your power switch, you have an SD card slot, an auxiliary port, and then a USB-C port. So the only thing I don't like about this USB-C port is it's for data only, so you can connect a flash drive or a hard drive to it, but you can't actually charge from here. I was really hoping it'll charge from the USB-C. This way I could have just connected a USB-C power bank like this one and get a whole lot more battery life out of this, but instead you actually have to only use this port here to charge it. So on future models, I really would like to see them put charging on this port as well, as that'll make the whole thing a lot more convenient. So taking a look at the remote, this is a bit of a more basic remote, but overall I have no problems with it. And it's a very, very lightweight remote, which is great because when you throw these two in your bag, you're really not going to feel that much extra weight. I do have an older projector from AAXA, which was the P400, I believe it was. And that one came with a much cheaper remote. It was like a small little square. It looked like something you get with like cheap LED lights or something like that. So it's good to see that AAXA actually put in a better remote with their projectors. I do wish this was a Bluetooth remote instead, but overall, not too bad. All right, so I went ahead and got the projector set up, and this is what the home screen looks like. Overall, pretty basic, but it's simple and easy to use, so I guess no complaints there. So first tile you have here is files. So if you're somewhere and you don't have internet access, but you want to use your projector, you go ahead and load up your movies or TV shows onto a flash drive or hard drive, plug it directly into the projector, and you could view your media on the projector. So it's basically a built-in media player as well. You got your input, so if you want to hook something up, a game console or a Fire Stick, you go ahead and access it there. You got mirroring. As I said earlier, this has Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, so you go ahead and cast from your phone, whether that be your streaming apps or videos you have on your phone, games, whatever you want to do, you go ahead and show your phone or tablet here in the projector as well. Wi-Fi setup, Office, so you can go ahead and view spreadsheets or any documents you want to display on here as well. So if you want to use this as a business projector, you can do that there. You got an internet browser, apps, and settings. I have not looked at apps yet, but you got a few different options here. You got your mirroring app, YouTube, Bluetooth speaker app, Netflix, Disney, Prime Video, Hulu. So a lot of the main streaming apps. But personally, when they have a more basic interface like this, for me, I find it much easier to just plug in my Fire TV stick. All my stuff's already signed in on there. It's much easier for me, so that's what I'll be doing to test this out. But if you want to keep it nice and portable, you go ahead and use those built-in apps as well. So this does have Netflix. A lot of budget projectors do not have Netflix, but this one does have it. And then as I said earlier, you also got Hulu, Disney Plus, HBO Go, YouTube, and Prime Video there as well. So diving into the settings, a few different things you can do here. You have brightness. This is going to be your different video modes. So you got eco mode, which uses the least battery, but it's also not that bright. Standard mode, which is a good balance between battery and brightness. And then you got boost mode, which is going to give you the most brightness, but also drain the most battery. So depending on how you're using it, how long you want to use it, definitely something to look at and change around. Right now I have it plugged in, so I'll just leave it on boost mode. Then you got your wireless settings, advanced settings. So advanced is pretty much just like boots and power options for the projector. You got your display settings where you can mess with all your keystone correction and all of that. You also have digital zoom as well. So if you put this projector further and you can't put it closer for some reason, you go ahead and click that and digitally shrink the image as well. So a nice little convenient feature to have. You can't make it bigger. To make it bigger, you got to physically move the projector back, but you could shrink it down to get it to the right size you want. Then the rest is pretty self-explanatory. There's a menu button on the remote. This is where you access the more advanced settings, and here you have the image mode. So this is your color settings basically. You have your color temp. Like I said earlier, you have a whole bunch of settings. You have your default settings, but you also have what's called personal. This is where you could dive in and fine-tune things as well. That also applies to image mode. You got personal. Here you could change your brightness, contrast, saturation, sharpness, hue. So like I said, definitely nice to have that because a lot of budget projectors don't let you mess with any of that. They just give you something simple like brightness and contrast. Then you got sound mode, and that's about it for settings. So let me go ahead and change it over to the Fire Stick, and we'll see how everything looks. Taking a look at the screen quality, this is only 550 lumens, so it's not the brightest projector out there, but it's definitely more than good enough. In a dark room, the picture is nice and bright, and the colors pop with good contrast to them as well. I tried a few different things, and I was definitely happy with the overall picture and colors the projector puts out. As suspected, it does get washed out and loses a decent amount of contrast once the lights are on, but it's perfectly visible and usable if you choose to use it that way as well. Again, not as bright, but still a decently visible image. Last but not least, the built-in speakers aren't the loudest speakers out there, but given the size of this projector, that was already something I expected. With that being said, they do sound decent enough to enjoy whatever it is you're watching. Again, this does have Bluetooth and a few different ports, so if you wanted it to go louder, you could always connect this up to a speaker or soundbar as well. Overall, this is definitely a great little projector. It might not be the best or brightest projector out there, but considering its very small size, I'm definitely happy with the picture it puts out. So if you're looking for a truly portable and very lightweight projector, I would highly recommend checking out this one here, which again is the AAXA P7 Plus LE. All right, well, that about wraps up this video. As usual, if you have any questions at all, feel free to drop me a comment and let me know. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.